Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? All right, great. Let's get started in about 5 minutes. All right, let's get started. Obviously, we have a big gap down. Gap up in the markets. And we are yet again on this upper trend line in the SPYs. Or almost there at least. No idea if this bounce is gonna stick or not. But the good news is TVIX is down. TVIX is down. TVIX is down 35% since yesterday's close. And just like that, we are sub 300. Just like that. And I've made a killing on it the past 4 sessions. Not gonna lie. And if we keep bouncing in the spies, we don't even have to bounce hard. I mean, if we just bounce back to this low 240 area or something, spies are gonna go sub 200, sub 150. TVIX is, this thing could go down another 30%, 40% this week. Yeah, on this TVIX I've had $3 million days so far. 1 was losing and 2 have been winning. And I may have a 4th winning day today if this thing goes to like low 200s. This has been the greatest trading vehicle I've ever seen. It's not even close. It's not even close. Guys, you have to understand, these vehicles are programmed to go towards 0. As soon as fear leaves, these things have unwinds. This thing built premium for a month, and now all this premium is unwinding. The thing is, spies don't really even have to go up a lot. Like, the markets don't even have to bounce. As long as we don't get any more panic selling, this TVIX is gonna go towards 0 forever and forever. Because this is what it does. You can just look at the longer term chart. What this thing does. This thing was 9 million. And it's had a lot of reverse splits on the way. These are programmed to go to 0. And then it has these short spikes when there's some selling coming into the market, but they usually only last for a few weeks. This was kind of a black swan scenario, but this is gonna end like all the others. Yeah, and that's why most of you should not even trade it either. Just put in just put in TVIX on Twitter and look at people write. Like, there's so many people gonna lose so much money on this thing. One person wrote like was it last week, the TVIX had ruined his life. He lost like all his savings on this thing. It's just sad. It's just sad. All right, game plan for today. Tilray is still acting really well. I still think this thing goes back to $6-7, or maybe even 8. I'm still holding 4/5 of my position or so. TVIX, I tightened up my stops now. I still have 5,500 shares. And yeah, we'll see what it does. I'm willing to add more if markets bounce and this thing shows relative weakness. AYTU, this thing, I lost 40,000 on it yesterday. I got into starter size like 3 times or 4 times, and I got stopped out all 4 times, and then in after hours it went higher, and now it looks like it's gapping up slightly. I'm still watching it. The thing is, there were a lot of warrant sellers holding this thing down yesterday, but you can see it built higher lows all day. So maybe if this thing sets up today, maybe it can finally go. The momentum and buying is obviously there. The question is how much the warrant sellers still have left to sell. Hertz, if this thing can hit like $9 today, that would be great as a mean reversion setup. Zoom is unfortunately gapping down, but I'm gonna be looking for setups on this thing. I'm thinking this 152 area is a key area for later, possibly. TVIX also, hopefully this thing keeps going higher for a potential mean reversion short later. Roku is on watch for a mean reversion short. This thing is bounced 55%. Nah, I'm not really excited about this one. Yeah, no, I'm not really excited about this one. Zoom is better. But that 152 area is key. What will happen to TVIX today? I don't know. Probably it will unwind. Whirlpool is straight down, but I'm not gonna chase this gap up. AVP, yeah, I'm just stalking these. CS is on my mean reversion watch list. This thing is up like a lot of days in a row, up 73% from the lows. We could have a $4 or $5 down day on it today. Soxol is my main long watch for a longer term swing. Semis and software are the strongest sectors, and it's not even close. These things are holding their their rising moving averages really well. Look at this is software ETF. This is the semiconductor ETF. These are gonna be big winning sectors going forward once the Corona crisis is over. And Soxol, I would love to start a longer term position, like 7,000 shares or something, and then hold it for 3 to 6 months, obviously with a stop. Planet Fitness is another mean reversion short. Hopefully can hit low mid 40s. Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of things I'm stalking. I'm not super excited about anything right now. Not super excited about anything. Yeah, you better get used to this because if you want to be a trader, you have to accept that this is a structural part of the market. Low volatility periods are followed by high volatility periods, are followed by low volatility periods, are followed by high volatility periods, and it's been like this for 200 years, and it's probably gonna be like this for the next 200 years. Yeah, this is a great time to be trading. Yeah, NVAX, I saw that had some news. I'm not gonna chase this 40% gap up probably. INO is gapping higher also. Well, you get volatility intraday. There's been huge volatility intraday. Even with these gap ups, you have this has been an extreme volatility period intraday. AYTU had a big pop on volume here. Again, it's not super excited about anything. There's a lot of things that are potentially going to be good, but I'm not really like it depends on what the market does. Like we could go up another 5-10 points in the spice. We could fade 5-10 points. Because we are gapping right into a resistance area on the 60-minute chart. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks decent. Damn it, Zoom is going straight down. That sucks. Let's see. Let's see. I just bought some Soxo starter position. It's a long-term swing. Damn it, AYTU is going. I also added the TVIX opening range lows. Yeah, AYTU. I missed that one. I didn't. It's just I didn't like the gap up, but the entry was yesterday. But yeah, it's what it is. NVAX looks like it wants to go to 20. Holy shit, TVIX. Oh my god, this thing is gonna go to 0. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Oh my god. I'm just putting sell orders down here. Oh, sorry, buy orders. I'm covering on the way down, obviously. Wow. This is unwinding so hard. Best trading vehicle ever. JD looks great. I bought some OYH too. Jesus Christ, a lot of alerts triggering. NVAX, yeah, NVAX. Saber. Damn, should I add to Soxel? Nah. You sold your TVIX? Wait, what? Were you long TVIX going into this? That's not a great thing. I would love to add more to my Soxel. I would love to double my position, but I'm so afraid we're gonna gap down big tomorrow, and it's gonna shake me out. Hertz, what's car doing? Okay. What's Zoom doing? A lot of gap ups are starting to fade here. It looks like so far in individual names. everything is up today because markets are gapping up. That's why everything is up. All the beaten down names are up. That's what's up. Okay, TDUC went red. That looks like another one I missed. Shorting opportunity. Let's see how Soxol is holding. It's gonna hold through today. If it closes, if it takes out opening range lows, I'm gonna sell half. Actually, I'm gonna sell less than half. I just want to build a position over several weeks on this thing. Oh, win. Oh, opening range lows on this thing would have been great. I didn't realize they were gapping up this much. Otherwise I would have stalked them. Zoom, god damn it. There's still too much correlation. What I want to see is less correlation among different stocks. Like everything is moving in tandem. It's very hard to pick individual stocks in an environment like that. TVIX is still weak compared to the SPYs. Like TVIX is near its lows, while SPYs are way off its highs. Okay, I'm probably gonna get stopped out of OIH. Yeah, the markets are in limbo again. We're still in this range. Spice can't get above this trend line here on the 60-minute chart. Let's see if we can fall back to like 229, 228. That's where we have some support levels. We have a trend line here. If we can hold that and then bounce off that, that would be a great thing. But we're still in a range. It's very easy to get chopped up if you trade like a bunch of individual stocks. Damn it, T-Doc. Fuck! Opening range lows on this thing. Oh, man. Too many things going on at the same time. Okay, it's one of these days there's even no point in doing any scans because there's just so many things up. There's just so many things that are up. Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, no, not gonna do any scans. Except for this one. One scenario I see is if the bounce today holds and we get another gap up tomorrow, there could be some really epic 5-star shorting opportunities tomorrow. Wow, AMD is so strong. This is one of my favorite stocks right now, both technically and fundamentally. A lot of stocks are up 50, 100, 150% in the past 3 to 5 days. If they keep bouncing today and we get a gap up tomorrow, there's gonna be some pretty epic opportunity. That's all I can say. If I see AMD going back down to 40, I don't know. It all depends on the market. I don't know. What I would like to see in the markets, if we get another couple of days of selling, or maybe we get a bounce first, and then we get a series of days where we sell off again in the indices, and I would like to see some of the best growth stocks hold up, like not go down with the markets. That would be a very strong potential bottoming signal. Right now it's too hard to tell either way. Yes, some stocks are decoupled, or at least they've shown strong relative strength, like AMD, but still it's a little bit too early to start building a portfolio on the long side. MJ. MJ, this is super illiquid. I don't really know what to see here. And it's one of the weakest sectors. Keep to the strong ones. Stick to the strong ones. At least in my opinion. Yes, some of the beaten down sectors can bounce nice, but the problem with MJ, it was going down already before the market started tanking. It's a dead sector. It's a dead sector. That's the problem with the Mariana sector. It's dead. It's a commodity. Oversupplied commodity. Yeah, just capping up into declining moving averages. AYTU, I guess the warrant holders are back on sell mode here. They are back in sell mode. Let's see. I would like to short the hell out of the market because you can't believe. What do you mean, dude? What's the divergence? the markets are down 30%. The world hasn't lost 30% of its value. That I'm very sure of. And it's not gonna end. We're already seeing like Italy, which is the worst, like they have the worst corona thing ever, and they're already, they have it under control now. They've had the declining cases for 3 days in a row. If anything, I believe the market overreacted to the downside. Obviously, it's because of uncertainty, because you never know how bad it's gonna be. But we're already seeing positive signs in many of the, like China has recovered long time ago. Like China recovered a month ago. And yeah, it's gonna be worse in the US, but the US is gonna recover too. Like, I mean, the markets are, you know, it's just, we've been straight down for 30%. Just because things are bad doesn't mean the markets have to go down like every single day forever. And also markets don't bottom on good news, they bottom on bad news. Bear markets end when there's still bad news. Yeah, but guys, we already know the jobs report is gonna be bad. I mean, it has to be something that's really bad and that's surprising. Like we know there's gonna be a disaster in the US healthcare over the next month. We know there's gonna be a lot of people gonna be unemployed. We know the jobs report is gonna look like shit. It's already known. Everybody knows it. Everybody's grandma knows this. It's not a surprise. Exactly. But that doesn't obviously mean we can't go lower. I mean, we could have a little bit of a bounce and then we could have an undercut, just like in October 2008, for example, just like in 2011. But the key now is to see if we hit new lows again. The key is to see if the breadth is as bad as it was in the beginning and mid-March. Because if the breadth is lower, then we know we're very near a bottom. Yeah, don't buy into the doomsday bullshit. Like coronavirus it's not gonna wipe out humanity. The economy was fine before all of this. Like the government is pumping in a lot of liquidity into the system to save businesses. Yes, we are gonna go into recession, but a lot of the bad thing is already priced in. Again, the markets are down or were down 35% yesterday. Look around you. Is the world worth less than 35%? Is the town you live in worth less than 35%? And yeah, a lot of sectors are gonna get hit, especially like retail and restaurants and stuff like that. But there's a lot of sectors that are gonna gain from this, like the theme, like working from home theme, and a business is moving their things to the cloud. Those two themes have been growing for the past 10-15 years, and they're just gonna accelerate. The key is to find companies that are gonna not gonna profit from this, you know, for a few months, like toilet paper makers and hand sanitizer makers and, you know, stuff like that. But you need to find companies that are gonna gain business for many years. Like a lot of these cloud names, Teladoc, like this is a theme that is just starting. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this stock goes to 500 over the next 3 to 5 years. It's just starting, the telehealth theme. There's gonna be so much money to be made. Oh, by the way, Hertz, I got stopped out. Okay, we are fading further now. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of a limbo right now. In the middle of a range, it's hard to get a read on the markets. Like, I bought a starter on Soxol. I did short some TVIX opening range lows, and I'm gonna use opening range highs as my stop for those ads. And actually, I'm gonna cover more than I shorted, because I held a bunch overnight. Let's see, 259 TVIX. Let's see, how many shares did I short? Um, 34. Anyways, what I wanted to say to you, let's see, who was it? Shad86, you said you would like to short the hell out of the market because you can't believe the divergence between the market and what's happening in the world. That literally means you think the world is ending, which I am 99.9999% sure it's not going to. And just because we are having one up day, like, people thought in 2008 the market was ending, and yet in October 2008 the markets bounced 25%, 25% in 3 days. Just because things are bad, which they are, doesn't mean like the market has to go down every single day. And right now we've bounced 9% since yesterday's lows. Like, imagine if it bounced 25%. Let's say this is day one of the bounce. If it would bounce 25% today, SPICE would go back to 273 or so, 274. No, 275 even. That's a 25% bounce in 3 days. And that's a bounce that happened in October 2008. Yeah. Yeah, wonder if they're gonna bail this thing out. I really, really hope they don't bail out. Like, okay, the airlines, fine. Like, they're, you know, fine, whatever. Boeing, whatever. But I really hope they don't bail out the cruise lines. I really, really hope they don't. One, they're not system critical. They're just for a bunch of old people to go on holidays. And two, they're not even based in the US, any of them. They're all in Bahamas and those low tax countries. And most of the employees are not Americans. They're like from third world countries. They should not bail their cruise lines. We can't, yeah, exactly. So what? A bunch of old people can't go on cruises when this is over. Well, they will be able to. They're gonna get restructured, but just don't bail them out. That would be like the dumbest thing ever. Like, Boeing, I get it. It's based in the US. They pay taxes. They hire American workers. Same thing with the airlines. But the cruise lines would be like the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Airbus and Boeing, and there is a Russian one, and there's also a Chinese state-owned one, but they're obviously very small. They don't really sell much outside of their own respective countries. But yeah, Boeing is, you know, They make what, half of all the airplanes in the world? Yeah, exactly. Like Boeing is too important. It's way too important. CS keeps going around. That's a Planet Fitness. What's this one? I lost 20k on Hertz, by the way. It looked like it was gonna break down, but it obviously reclaimed. I'll put it back on watch. Hopefully we get the trade tomorrow. Ah, Zoom is going straight down. CS bounced perfectly off the rising. Look at this thing. Look at the rising 200 day. Look at how well this thing has acted as support on Shady. Oh man, this thing is gonna go to 100 this year. I just a little bit too scared to buy it because the market is still very volatile. Like we could have a big gap down tomorrow and Shady is gonna be in the high mid 30s. And the AMD too, these things look so good. Also, again, 200 day. Look at how well this thing is traded off the 200 day. Like every single time. Bounces off the 200 day. Which is the green line. Looks so pretty, so pretty. NCLH. Whirlpool up 23%, just like that. Oh, opening range highs would have been nice. This AVB can't bounce though. It's near the lows of the day. Oh man, there's so many stocks in the watch list. Or in the scans, I mean. Some of these triple ETFs are so bad. Like this thing, this China is down 96% in the past 2 months. It's up almost 30% today, and you can't even see it on the chart. You can barely see it. Holy shit. It's ridiculous. This is also one I'm watching for the longer term. Like Nasdaq 100 is overall very strong. It's much stronger than small caps and the SPYs, etc. And biotechs and those things. VIPS looks great too, another China stock. It's been building higher lows for many months now. It just looks great. China stocks have shown strength for a long time now. NetEase, another one, China internet name. Did another higher low. This thing has been building higher lows for about a year and a half. Had another higher low, undercut the rising 200 days, right back up, and now it probably needs a week or two to tighten up here, but then it will look really good. Looks great on the weekly chart. SC is one of my favorite stocks, technically and fundamentally. Undercut the rising 200 day and bounce back into range. Another week or two so it can tighten up. I think it's gonna be this thing could go to 100 plus this year. It's an Asian internet related, gaming related stock. And gaming and cloud, etc., are some of the winning sectors from all of this Corona thing. Beely I like too. Doesn't look as good as some of the others, but in a couple of weeks we will know more. TAL, another China name. Bounce off the rising 150 day. A couple of weeks we'll know more. The charts on individual stocks need to tighten up a little bit. So a lot of stocks that are up 50, 100% plus over the past three, four sessions, while the overall markets have pretty much gone nowhere during the same time. That's called relative strength. Wow, this CS, unbelievable bounce from the lows. Straight up for over a week now. OY8 just took out the opening range highs. This is interesting. TVIX is ticking up together with the SPYs. That also happened for like 5-10 minutes yesterday. And then it just started showing relative weakness again. But right now it's actually showing relative strength to the SPYs. But that can change anytime. Soxl, if it takes out the highs for the day, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I think this thing could be a double over the next few months, easily. The fuck is this? I don't know what the 3 Lynch with 3/8 EMA means, but I'm gonna tell you that going forward will be a great swing trading market. That's all I can tell you. I think the next 3 to 6 months are going to, or eventually, like I don't know, we could still, you know, have another undercut in the markets once this bounce ends. But soon we will be in a super great swing trading environment. That's all I can tell you. I'm almost drooling. It's like back in late December. Look at what happened. It was like one of the best swing trading periods I've ever seen, and that's gonna also happen this time. But I don't know if exactly yet. Maybe we already have hit the lows. I don't know. We'll know more in a couple of weeks. Yeah, individual stocks need time to set up. Unless, you know, you trade. There are some bottom kind of setups, but right now a lot of the best stocks have already bounced a lot, so it's kind of hard to chase them here. But I think from next week and the week after, there's gonna be opportunity. This is super weird. TVIX is not going down with the spice going up. Interesting. Little bit of character change. Okay, Soxl, I just bought a couple of thousand more. I have now 7,000 Soxl. I'm using about the $4 stop on it. And yeah, it's just a starter. But it's gonna be a long-term swing. Jay Patterson, there's gonna be two types of, you know, the ones that have held up well, like something like AMD, you could argue it is having a breakout right now from a range, but it's still, you know, kind of sloppy and a wide chart, and we're too early. But yeah, there's gonna be two kinds of setups that's gonna work. They're really beaten down names. I'm thinking like BA, NCL, those names. Some of those, not all of them, obviously. Some of these are gonna go bankrupt, and then there's gonna be the ones like AMD or like GSX. These types. There's gonna be two types of opportunities. Once the volatility goes away and the fear goes away. I'm not really buying into the fear, and like the economy was fine before all of this, and yes, most countries are gonna get like one really bad quarter, and then I think we will recover, and I think the stock market will do great. I'm not really a fan of these doomsday people, because they have been wrong for thousands of years, and hopefully they will be wrong for another thousands of years. War has never ended, and it's probably not gonna end this time either. See ya. Yeah, they're fast. You gotta be so fast in this market. You gotta be so fast. It's incredible how fast you have to be. That's why I love markets like these, like we had from October to February, or like last year, January to May. They just keep grinding higher. Those are my favorite type of markets. But like the past month, you had to be so fast. Anyone remember Apron, which I shorted? Like, if I had been looking away for another 10 seconds, I would have missed the trade. And I made 6 figures on a starter. You had to be so fast. Let's see. I just shorted some ZS. It's having it. It looks kind of extended. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pulls back to high 50s or something. I didn't do any crazy size. I just don't have confidence in anything right now. Or big conviction, that is. Don't really have big conviction in anything. Yeah, TVIX is definitely showing some character change from the past 4 or 5 trading sessions. Definitely showing some character change. Okay, I just sized down. I just covered all of what I shorted opening range lows and also a bunch of my overnights. NVAX? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. Now I'm gonna cover more TVIX. TVIX is, you know, the market thinks we're gonna go lower. We're gonna fail this bounce. Yeah, I'm gonna cover a bunch more. All right, I just covered more than half of my TVIX. Let's see what happens here. That's like the 5th time I get the question today. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't like that it's showing this much relative strength right now. Like the market, I think the market really thinks this bounce is gonna fade or fail. That's why TVIX is showing such strength. I mean, we could go back to 400 on TVIX today, easily. Because now I see premium starting to build in again. I don't think the risk reward is on the downside right now. I really don't. I don't know. That could change at any time, but it's just too hard right now. You know what? I'm gonna cover all of it. I think, you know, I don't want to give back any profits on it. Okay, I covered. I'm all cash on TVIX. But yeah, I don't know where it is heading. I just don't see it on anything. Like the market is in a limbo. Yep. I made yeah, probably 2 million on it on TVIX past 2 days, yesterday and today. And 1.3 million on Thursday. And I lost 1 million last Monday. It's been a monster trading vehicle. Yeah, it was like Tesla but on steroids. Oh yeah. You could say that. Even AVB is starting to bounce now. Oh man, I just don't see it. Like I have a starter SOXO long, I have some OIH long, which is, you know, it's a kind of a illiquid ETF. But yeah, you know, why can't this thing bounce 40-50%? I don't know. I don't know. I just really don't feel like taking on any risk on anything other than this. Yes, $1 million. And I'm talking about US dollars, not Zimbabwean dollars. Or am I? Maybe I've been talking about Zimbabwean dollars all the time. Half the chat leaves and I look and I lost like 2/3 of my subscribers. Yeah, pesos. We're all millionaires. We're all millionaires. It all depends on what currency you identify yourself with. Oh, Tesla. I really hope we bounce into tomorrow and then get a big short opportunity either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. All right, yeah, there's really nothing going on right now. I just can't get a read of the market. It could go in either direction. I just don't see an edge. I think we will bounce for a few more days. That's what I'm betting on, obviously, since I'm long OIH and SOXL. But I did cover TVIX because it's technically, you know, this thing could go to 350 today, 400, who knows? And it's showing relative strength to the SPY. So I did cover this one, even though I think markets will bounce, just because it's showing relative strength. I'm also short some ZS. It's straight up. I think it could very easily fade back to high mid 50s. Tilray I'm still long. OIH, that's a small position. That's SOXL also, small starter, nothing crazy. Maybe I should add more if it takes out the highs of the day. Maybe I should add more. No. April and I covered it the same day. I didn't think it was gonna. I covered my last shares like $16, and then it went from 16 from where I covered down to 10 in like 15 minutes. If I had just held like if I had just done every cover I did 15-20 minutes later, I would have doubled my profits on it. I just didn't think it was gonna go this slow. No, I'm not. I'm not short April. All right, thanks for today. I will see you tomorrow.